One fateful night, Chinaza sneaked into the compound of Amma, the popular yogurt seller. Chinaza was driven by greed and envy. She was desperate to know what Amma put in the yogurt that made it very creamy and tasty, causing a lot of people to patronize her every day while ignoring the other yogurt vendors. When she entered Amma's compound, she was happy to see Amma inside the kitchen through the window. In front of Amma were empty plastic bottles waiting to be filled with yogurt, which she would sell the next day. Chinaza hid at a perfect location where she could see clearly but remained hidden from view to avoid being caught. Finally, I will discover the secret ingredient that makes your yogurt tastier and more desirable than the rest of us. Chinaza smiled and whispered to herself as she caught eagerly and carefully. However, Chinaza saw next shocked her to the core. She couldn't believe her eyes and felt as if she were dreaming. Chinaza watched in disbelief as Amma untied the wrapper, placed the nipple of her breast above the bottles and started filling them with her breast milk. Chinaza held her mouth in shock and disbelief as she watched Amma. After watching for a while, Chinaza sneaked out of the compound. She felt happy but also disappointed. She had failed to find out the secret to Amma's tasty yogurt, but she had discovered something far more shocking. When she got home, she couldn't take the scene off her mind. She was confused and didn't know what to do. Maybe I should expose her. That way, no one will ever patronize her again, and my business will return to how it used to be. Chinaza said to herself, but she knew no one would believe her unless she had evidence to back up her claims. So she decided to return to Amma's house the following night and record a video of what Amma was doing. If she did this, then everyone would definitely believe her. In the beginning, Chinaza and Amma were very close friends. They both attended the same school and studied together. After finishing their education, they were both fortunate to marry good and compassionate men who deeply loved and cared for them. However, they had to move to different cities with their husbands and gradually drifted apart. Years later, Amma blessed with 2 children, a boy and a girl. But life was not so kind to her. Her joy was short-lived when she lost her husband 10 years into the marriage. Everything became tough and difficult for her. She started living from hand to mouth, doing many jobs to feed herself and her children, with her youngest child being just 5 years old. One fateful day, after looking for a job as a cleaner at a prestigious school called Achievers College, Amma saw a woman selling yogurt at the roadside store near the school. She watched as pupils and students formed a long queue to buy yogurt from the vendor. Amma wished she owned such a lucrative business. After seeing the school principal, she was told there was no vacancy as they already had a cleaner. Disheartened, Amma left the school premises looking sad and dejected. Thirsty, she went to the store she had noticed earlier to buy water. To her greatest surprise, the store owner was Chinaza, her best friend from school. The 2 women instantly recognized each other and hugged with joy. They started talking like long-lost friends. After business hours that day, Chinaza took Amma to a small bar down the street. Amma narrated his life story, explaining how her husband fell terribly ill and eventually passed away despite their efforts to save his life. Chinaza felt sorry for Amma and in turn shared her own story of pain, how her husband fell in love with another woman and sent her out of her maternal home. However, Chinaza was grateful. She had already started a yogurt business and didn't have children to look after. The woman talked at length about how they once believed life was a bed of roses, only to discover the opposite. Out of benevolence, Chinaza offered to have Amma secure a spot by a roadside to sell yogurt. But I don't have money or capital to start, and I don't know how to make yogurt, Amma complained. Don't worry, I'll teach you how I make my yogurt and I'll loan you some money to start up. You can pay me back when you start earning, Chinaza assured her. Emma was overjoyed. After Chinaza finished business for the day, she took Emma to her house and taught her how to make yogurt. Emma expressed her gratitude and went home feeling elated and excited. The next day, with the money Chinaza loaned her, Emma bought a cooler and the ingredients needed to make yogurt. She set up her spot by the roadside near the college and began selling yogurt. However, she struggled to make significant sales. She watched as students flocked to Chinaza's store and envy began to creep into her heart. 1 month later, Emma was still selling yogurt but without any success. Then something strange happened. She discovered that her breast felt heavier and there were breast milk staining her bra. In that moment, Emma conceived a daring idea. She decided to experiment in her kitchen by mixing some of the yogurt with her breast milk. The next day, Emma sold both pure yogurt and the yogurt mixed with her breast milk. A woman with children approached her to buy yogurt, and Emma decided to sell the mixed version to them. To her amazement, the customers returned soon after, saying how delicious the yogurt was and requested more. Emma was surprised but pleased. She began selling more of the mixed yogurt, and word of her creamy and delicious yogurt spread quickly. Teachers, students, and parents all began to talk about Emma's yogurt, praising its creamy texture and unique taste. Soon, Emma's sales skyrocketed, and she upgraded from a roadside vendor to a shop owner besides the school. People begged her to share her recipe, but she always refused, smiling politely while resisting the urge to reveal the truth. However, guilt often crept into Emma's thoughts. She knew what she was doing was inconveniently and potentially wrong, but she convinced herself it was harmless. Her breast milk, she reasoned, was organic and full of nutrients. Besides, her newfound success allowed her to send the children to one of the best schools in town, move into a better apartment, even open more shops near other schools. Despite her growing success, Emma couldn't shake the guilt. Sometimes she wished she could stop, but the thought of losing her customers and returning to a life of struggle kept her going. Meanwhile, Chinaza's sales dropped drastically as customers flocked to Emma's yogurt. Suspicious of Emma's sudden success, Chinaza decided to investigate. One fateful day, she visited Amma at home and asked directly, "I'm happy for you, my friend. You have grown from a nobody to a popular woman in such a short time, but I don't believe you're using the same recipe I told you. Please, can you share your secret recipe with me? I promise it will remain between us." Emma feigned surprise. "Secret recipe? There is no secret recipe aside from the one you told me. Perhaps I simply add a bit more sugar and flavor. That could be the reason mine stands out," she replied. Chinaza was disappointed but thanked Emma politely and left. Over time, Chinaza repeatedly asked about the secret, but Emma gave the same vague answer each time. Eventually, Chinaza realized that Emma was hiding something and became determined to find out the truth. One fateful night, Chinaza sneaked into Emma's compound, hiding in the shadows. She watched Emma through the kitchen window. She was horrified when she saw Emma adding her breast milk to the yogurt. Chinaza felt like throwing up but managed to leave the compound without being noticed. When she got home, she couldn't stop thinking about what she had seen. She was torn between exposing Emma and staying silent. Maybe I should expose her, Chinaza thought. That way, no one will ever patronize her again, and my business will return to what it used to be. But she knew no one would believe her without evidence. The next night, Chinaza returned to Emma's compound with her phone. She hid in the shadows and recorded Emma adding breast milk to the yogurt. Emma was unaware that she was being recorded. When Chinaza got home, she made copies of the video and saved them. The following day, Chinaza visited Emma one last time. "Please tell me the secret to your success," she pleaded. "My sales have reduced drastically and I'm almost bankrupt. Please assist me like I once assisted you. I promise that whatever you tell me will stay between us." Emma became furious. "Is it because you helped me when I had nothing? Is that why you won't let me rest? Please leave my house and never come back," she shouted. Hurt and angry, Chinaza left Emma's house and decided to take action. She sent the video to several television stations. The next day, Emma was oblivious to what had happened. She drove to her shop as usual, but she noticed people staring and pointing at her. Assuming they were admiring her, she ignored them. When she arrived at the shop, she was shocked to find a large crowd gathered outside. As soon as she stepped out of the car, people began shouting insults and throwing eggs at her. Embarrassed and confused, Emma ran back to her car and drove home. At home, she found the children crying in front of the gate. When she asked what had happened, they told her that everyone at school had called them a ritualist and refused to let them into class. Emma was horrified. Then she received a message from Chinaza containing the video. Emma broke down in tears, realizing her secret had been exposed. While she was contemplating her next move, the police arrived and arrested her for her endangering public health. Emma was sentenced to 6 years in prison, and her children were sent to an orphanage because she had no family to take care of them. Emma regretted her actions deeply. She wished she had been patient and built her business gradually without resorting to deceit. She also wished she had treated Chinaza with kindness and shared the truth with her. Now she had lost everything. I hope you have learned from this story that don't bite the hand that feeds you. Betrayal often comes with severe consequences. Always listen to your conscience. It's there to guide and protect you. And greed can lead to destruction. Be content and work hard for your success. Honesty is the best policy. Deceit may bring temporary gains, but will eventually lead to the downfall. Learn a skill or trade. Being independent can help you survive in tough times. See you in the next video. Thank you.